It's Grace. I'm outside. It's lovely. But I'm here to talk about management. Okay, part one. So, what did I not know about management um before doing this project? Well, honestly, I did not know a lot. I recently just switched majors from general business to management. So, to me, going into it, it was like a general leadership kind of role. But now I understand that there's a lot that goes into leadership. And unfortunately, as a leader, even if you're a woman, which, is what my whole project is about, you face a lot of discrimination, especially women of color face a lot of discrimination. That is something that I just didn't really think of because I am blessed to work at a place that does not do that. I work in an all women's field at Tony's Dancing School, TDS. So I haven't really faced that. So I didn't really know that it was that big of a problem until reading up on it. So, yes, that is very clear to me. And also, another thing, I didn't know that the field was so cutthroat. Like, management seems to be very cutthroat, which makes sense because it's you're fighting, you want to be a leader. And leaders tend to be a little, you know, angsty. So yeah, I am still going to enter management because I love people and I love to lead, and I feel like I could handle a good challenge. Even though it does sound very challenging, I'm willing to face it and handle it. I feel like it is very important to me as I enter the field because I am one, a woman, and two, a woman of color. I read this really cool article about, or not, it wasn't really, it was neat, the facts that they presented, but it also was really sad, because it's like, it's just double minority, and I think I need to keep it in mind, especially since I want to open up a dance studio, but I also really want to open up other things like restaurants and bookstores, and I will have to work with men. I'm gonna have to come in contact with a man sooner or later, so it is very important to me, and I would love to address it, especially as like a future business leader. I think and a manager, I feel like you need to keep this in mind. I mean, I studied the queen bee phenomenon. I don't want to be a queen bee. I don't want to tear down other women to get to a higher place. I don't think that is necessary. And I think that if I work on that, I could train other women leaders or male leaders to grow up to be leaders that aren't going to discriminate, and they aren't going to treat people based on their gender, race, whatever it is. So I think, let me see, there is already a few people fighting it. It's more so the government organizations that are fighting it. So one example is the EEOC, that is the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. I think really what they do is that they make sure that women do get hired, everybody gets hired, and that there is no discrimination against those entering the workforce or the job market for management. So there's one, and then there are a few social media influencers. There honestly isn't a lot for management in general, because management in specific, because management honestly is kind of a general field. Like if you're in a business, you're gonna have a manager. So there isn't like somebody that's like, oh, I have a social media page about fighting against female discrimination in management. It's more so like diversity in business overall. But I found a few cool inclusivity, diversity, and equality, DEI influencers. They're really neat, such as Erica Shimizu. She actually worked with President Barack Obama, which is really neat. She has an Instagram page. And then, and LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. It's just business Pokemon. And then Olivia Su. You want to say that? I think that's how you say her name. She has a podcast, and she talks specifically to Asian women, which I thought was really neat. So they're are two influencers who are really cool, and they combat gender discrimination, really just DEI things, which is super neat. I love that. And I am going to upload a few pictures of my collections and my girls that I work with at Toadie's Dancing School. So yes, bye. Thank you for a great semester.